off a little bit. Depends on your item decisions and stuff like that. Ember is just an auto win in the late game. Avatos combination, but it's actually the first blood at bottom. Grim's being brought down, though. Jamesy still will find this kill over at mid. Van making an attempt on DJ. He's got a big stick and a fairy fire, looking for the turnaround. Goes for the stun, only lands it onto one. 23 Savage still fighting with the skeletons, but they get cleaned up nicely by the Tidehunter. Savage still chasing, going to be looking for this Wraithfire Blast. Doesn't even need it, and DJ with the Split Earth back off cooldown. Tree grab already. What's happening over here? DJ's getting chased down. Looks for the stun. Doesn't want to turn around for it. Van, 1 second to go on the Gush. Doesn't even need it. Fade Bolt from the Rubik. Mid tier 1 towers. As Grims is now rotating over towards top lane. 23 Savage, like I mentioned, doesn't have that reincarnation, and nobody is TPing to help him out. This double damage Tiny. More use of this early game. Abaddon, a long way up. Grims, he put that Aphotic Shield out, but it immediately got cancelled. Call down now coming in. 23 Savage still does not have this point up in the reincarnation, and the Rocket Barrage plus Ravage. DJ is sort of pressuring top. They've got a Catapult and Edict up here, as Jab's actually dying over in the junction. Like, Tiny's pretty good, but Tide's not going to buy a Blink for a little while. Jabs should be difficult for Cignal to contest these bottom bounties, but they're just a little bit too slow. Van going for the TP out, and is that a whiffed combo with the chains? Ice forced to use the skewer just to interrupt that stun. Not going to land. Van actually just going to look for the turnaround here. Ravage connecting onto 3. He's healing as well. Grims comes in with the shield. Moon wants to finish this kill, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. He's forced to commit the final remnant. Abaddon healing up a little bit. Grims is going to go looking for DJ. Can he finish this kill? Dragged back. Jab's also coming in, wanting to help out Moon. DJ just surviving. They need to be careful. They're moving into Radiant Vision now. Fnatic could just pick their fight. They're going to put the Will-O-Wisp down, dragging both of them in. The RP now immediately onto the Gyrocopter. Nando thought that he could do plenty of damage here, but he might just get popped. The team can't help him out. Grims finally arrives. They get the heal at the last second. Jamesy looking to focus down Moon. Wants to finish him off. Nice done from DJ. Locks him back just a little bit longer. Jabs gets caught out and finally brought down. Nando play to... Well, actually, I think the classic Nando is just being off farming in no man's land. Ice. Meanwhile... Okay. Grims at it again, hoping for some deep wards. Getting run out a little bit. He does not quite have the borrowed time, actually. 1 second to go on that one. Van now coming in. Ravage thrown out. They're looking to focus down Ice first. He's dead. 23 Savage just going to try and walk this one off, though there is the missile on top of him. Jabs with the Will-O-Wisp. Will buy the space for his team, but they're still chasing after Savage. Rubik actually skewering down onto the low ground. Jabs doing everything in his power to get this Wraith King out of harm's way, but Cignal will not be denied. They get the slow onto him. Savage gonna try for the TP out, but the stun is stolen and turned around in his face. Cignal look for him on the second life. They're losing bottom tier 1 in the meantime, but they're gonna be more than happy. TP coming bottom. Ember, we'll try and buy a little bit more time, clear out the wave. Make life difficult. It is always going to be really hard for Cignal to push up onto the high ground. Lift now coming in. Avatos combo Moon moment, and now Cignal, maybe they found an opportunity here. Cignal are split up though. Nando, is his 10-second BKB gonna get forced? DJ's looking for him. Nando actually gonna be looking for the turnaround. Gets the immediate Yules onto Jamesy. DJ losing a lot of life. Nando gets RP. That's wasting a lot of his BKB duration, but he wants to keep on going for it. Looks at Moon next. He does have 3 remnants, but none out currently. Jumps himself a little bit further away. Nando still chasing in. Moon needing to be somewhat careful. They're actually going to toss the Gyrocopter forward. Jamesy with a crazy play. Are they going to lose Nando for that? The blast is not quite going to land. 23 Savage arrives, but Van is also here with the Ravage turnaround. They finally lose Nando on the backlines. It doesn't reach that far outside of the pit. And Fnatic getting away with murder. 23 Savage just going to turn and try and fight this one. Fnatic are not in the best of positions. And Savage isn't the one with the Aegis. That is Moon. Fnatic trying to claim a high ground. Looking for this fight. They need to keep the Keeper of the Light alive at least until he gets the Will-O-Wisp out. Call down connecting onto nothing. 23 Savage getting isolated from his team. Fnatic are chasing towards the dire side of the map. Just trying to keep this fight going. Savage, he's going to lose his first life. What are they actually doing? It's DJ pushing on the bottom racks. Grims finally forced to pop his ultimate. Ice holding onto the RP. 23 Savage with that 10-second BKB getting chased down by Nando with a BKB of his own. Fnatic are just keeping the distraction going as the Ravage finally comes out. 23 Savage will be brought down. Fnatic, can they actually get any kind of a kill here? DJ trading off. The RP now comes in, but there's just no damage alive. Van has absolutely nothing to worry about. He heals up. Jamesy with one more Avatos combination brings him down, and Fnatic just... They got away with the Roshan, but then they just couldn't get away cleanly, and now Jamesy, godlike lift onto the Ember. They've got a toss for him, an avalanche. Is it enough? Chain stun. Moon forced to jump away. Man, the Wraith King TP getting interrupted was absolutely the worst thing. Lift onto Jabs. Let's have a Glimmer Cape in a couple of seconds. Rubik going for the Illuminate. Okay, Will-O-Wisp down, controlling the two supports. Moon committing somewhat. As they do force out the Abaddon ultimate. Rubik doesn't have a borrowed time to save him, and Abaddon getting dragged in once more. Double kill for 23 Savage. Now they continue the pursuit. Moon jumping in with another chains. Tiny being isolated, and they don't even... Nando's not even anywhere close here. His TP is on cooldown. Jamesy is just getting run down. He pops his BKB and tries for the walk away with the phase boost. It's coming off cooldown soon. Ice with the drive-by. RP down. Tidehunter finally jumping in. Pops the Ravage, but 23 Savage, he just shrugs it off. He's got a BKB. Ice being saved for the moment with the Glimmer Cape, and 23 Savage. The King's here, baby. Double kill so far, make it a triple. Moon's chasing for more inside of the base. He spots Nando with no BKB, and Savage, he's got him in his sights. He's stunned up, but the tick damage and DJ's stun finishes him off, and all of a sudden Fnatic are just all over the Dire base. Oh no, Cignal. Was he chasing one of the supports at bottom? Just a complete miscommunication, committing for that fight with no way for their gyrocopter to get there, and with both of their supports dead. I think they could have just ditched the supports, but they got baited by Jabs. Can they bring him down? Moon, that's his last remnant. He's going to go for the TP out. Now the Ravage getting committed to try and bring him down. Is it going to be enough? It will. Daedalus on the Ember Spirit. Look out for those big crits. Nando, he lifted up into the air. Nice Ravage looking for the counter initiation. Wraith King does have the BKB. Not going to pop it yet. DJ, first target. 23 Savage also brought down. Back to the world of the living soon. Ice coming over off to the side. Buyback from DJ. Senses their opportunity that this might be the fight. Two cores getting caught by the Will-O-Wisp. One on the high ground. Nando just pushing out lanes. Unwilling to commit. King only getting through the Leshrac. Finish off the melee barracks. What can they do? Maybe go for a toss back? They got to get the tier 4s involved somehow. Tidehunter still 18 seconds to go. Have a toss. Alright, it's first life on Moon. Wraith King. BKB still available. Savage is trying to commit. DJ waiting outside of the base. Just throwing out Solar Crest. I think Medallion probably. Also coming in from the Magnus. They are buffing up 23 Savage as much as humanly possible. We will find that secondary melee barracks. 23 Savage with the BKB runaway. Tide gonna look for the Ravage. Waiting for it. He gets stunned. Now the Will-O-Wisp coming in. Can he finally let this Ravage loose? Fnatic have actually kited away from him. And there's no opportunity now. DJ in the trees. They're baiting Nando. Too much chain stun. Cignal gonna try and bail him out of here. Can they keep 23 Savage alive? Finally, the Ravage coming out of the backlines. It controls Moon. He won't be able to do his damage. Ice. RP finally finds the opportunity. RP's being stolen. But Rubik, what can he actually do with it? He's looking towards Moon, who jumps further away. He saw exactly what happened. Nando's not dead yet. Now the RP comes back. Turn towards the Magnus. We did have a buyback from Savage. He's coming back in. Looking to save a buddy. Not going to work. Van looks like he will get right-click down. Nando escaping into the base. Just trying to keep these tier 4 towers alive. 4,500 for Jabs. And Refresher is going to be the choice. Cignal playing together. Moon gets this out on the high ground a little bit. Has another slight chains ready to go. They're going to start poking and prodding onto the Tide. Jamesy just commits. BKB and Cheese both forced out of Moon. So Jamesy just going to pop his BKB and walk away. The Will-O-Wisp is up on the high ground, keeping the Tide out of the fight. He does have a Ravage available. They're trying to focus the Ignis Fadus, but they're getting knocked back. BKB now forced out from Nando. Needs to be careful about the commitment. Oh no, they tossed the Tide. Not the best coordination from Cignal. I don't know if he was willing to pop the Ravage, but they were trying to threaten for it. And now Jamesy's losing a lot of life. 23 Savage sees his opportunity. Jamesy's dead. Will he use the buyback? He will. Gyrocopter being saved. He's got Grims waiting for him on the back lines. RP was still in the tank for the Rubik, but he gets chased down by DJ. 23 Savage. That's life number 1. Magnus unable to come in here for the RP. Nando still holding on to the Satanic. Needs that healing. Needs to be careful of the mischance. Moon. RP not going to be used. Van finds a beautiful Ravage. And Nando is healing up with the Satanic. They bring down the Magnus. He is still alive for a few more seconds in ghost form, but they can't kill this Gyrocopter. Nando. He's ascended here. They do still have big problems back at home. They lose one of the tier 4s, and the rest of the heroes are all still mortal. That 1.1k crit cuts Uri's clean in half. Moon, still playing aggro, is finally going to be brought down, in fact. Jamesy turns around and gives him the tree. Van trying to escape, but very difficult to get the blink off with this Radiance tick, 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 constantly canceling. Needed the pipe. Nice blink forward from DJ to land that final stun. Finally in a position to take the mega creeps. Nando trying to hold on to his high ground. 23 Savage does have a secondary life. Buyback coming in from Moon. He finds himself in an arcane root on his way over to this fight. Savage just goes for the BKB TP and he is gone. Okay. And... oh. I haven't seen that before, but that is pretty next level. Jabs is just using the gem to check high grounds. Nando doing decent damage to Savage. DJ's just in the back lines. Will-O-Wisp #1. DJ focusing down the supports. He brings down the Rubik. Savage chasing forward. DJ with the cheese, keeping himself alive. Moon in here still has the Aegis. They're going for Grims next. They bring him down. Backline's dead first. They now turn their attention over towards Nando. He gets RP'd. He's dead. The Tide, nothing that he could do to protect him. James, he's just sitting here inside of his Shadow Blade, wondering what he's supposed to do. He finally jumps in as he sees his Ancient is getting destroyed. But it's too late. 3-1 to nothing. See if anyone would TP or anything. Try and secure his experience, but not gonna happen. Lifestealer already out of regen down here. He's only got 1 stun. Alright, there's the open wounds, and he's dead. That's first blood. How's the rune luck going? Grims is gonna camp this, so this can be a DD. Oh, Tombstone quickly killed off. Fan one more auto attack, but Savage traded his life for that. Not sure if that's worth it, and now got the Lesh chasing down for 1 more. That's gonna be a double kill. Lesh. Alright. He's still pretty tanky. He's got 7 stick charges. And that is Anti-Mage with no blink available, alright? Soul Ring gets popped to bait the counterspell. Van holding on to the Burst Strike for now. Now the Burst Strike comes in. This Undying is pretty tanky, and Savage, seeing these stuns being used, just gonna come in and look for the kills. 1 more auto attack will do it, and they jump forward, even looking for a little bit more Lesh. Doesn't even get the chance to use the stick, and Fnatic find 2 super easy kills. He's not hyper farming, but he's heading bottom, and they're looking for the Lesh. That's that first kill. Jamesy jumps forward. He's used the Avalanche already. 23 Savage feeling confident. The toss bouncing the Ember back on top of the Tiny. Nice counterspell. All right, and now he's dominating, and they're looking for more. Grims just gonna go for the TP out. They're smoking up, so they do have the Scotty on the Anti-Mage, so Fnatic could even go Roche with the Vlads and the Medallion. But they get the chains onto the Leshrac. Rod of Atos used, so 23 Savage should feel a little bit more safe to jump forward. Nice 2-man stun. Uri's keeping himself alive. It's Savage now jumping into the back lines. 1 more auto attack will do it. The multicast coming out. On the other side of the fight, they have found Ice Ice Ice, and they bring him down. Nando versus 23 Savage. 23 Savage just blinking forward. Counterspell coming out. Sand King's low on mana. He does have another Burrow Strike. Pops the stick to be able to use it, but they still can't focus the AM. James, he finally finds him. Avatos combination, but 23 Savage just stands there, auto-attacking everybody. Throws out the Void. He's looking for Nando. Making a triple kill. Can he get any more? Unfortunately, all of Cignal are already dead, so that's all he can get. But Fnatic with the 5 for 2. They just like, what do we do now, folks? Rage being used, Burrow Strike now. They're focusing on the Ember. They will get Moon, but do they have the answers for the Anti-Mage? They got heals for him. James, he's slowed down to a crawl. Van finally forced out of his Sandstorm. Manages to Burrow Strike a little bit further away. But 23 Savage is still just walking up out of the high ground. Moon wants to get involved. He buys back. This beyond godlike streak is getting ridiculous, as 23 Savage is about to make it 14, perhaps. Buyback from Van is going to push them back, but he quickly grabs the tier 2. Nando low on mana, needing to be careful. 23 Savage, you know, it looks like he's being nice to his team, but he's got to protect that empowers. Cure through, doesn't find 2. Only the 1 locked down. Nice stun from the Leshrac, but DJ just blinks in the middle of everything. Pops the freezing field. He will lose his life, but that's 4 dead on the side of Cignal, as Nando now buys back into the game. 23 Savage forced to blink himself a little bit further back. Comes back in. Still has the Manta. Trying to heal up a little bit. Ooh, Nando gets pushed. Looks like the Radiance damage is going to be able to kill off Ice, but Nando's low. Where is this Anti-Mage? He's actually dying to Jamesy. Just barely manages to blink away.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And Anti-Mage should just be the siege engine. Savage blinking straight up onto the high ground. Signal looking to punish him, but there are heals here, and he does have the Aegis. So with the Rage down, looks for his opportunity. Van with the Burst Strike. Now Fnatic just charging up onto the high ground. They've got the Tombstone in a good position. Leshrac slowed down. We've seen this story. The Scotty is just so difficult to escape from. Nando wants to go for the Tombstone, but he pops the Rage for that. RP, a complete and total whiff from Ice. But Fnatic are just swarming this tier 3 tower. Smoke up from Cignal. They're going to look for some kind of a jump into the back lines, perhaps. They can't go for the AM first, but the Ember would be a nice target. They go for him instead. Avatos combo. Moon brought down. No buyback for him this time around, but DJ sees his opportunity. Here comes the BKB with the Freezing Field. Will he get any of these kills? I don't think so. It's the 23 Savage show, and he knows what he wants. Brings down the Lifestealer. Dead for 100. Nothing that can contest the AM at this stage of the game. And backdoor protection does kick back in for a second. Savage just switches lanes quickly. Oh, they've actually found one. Ice locked down. Will be finished off. How much longer does he have this in power? It gets dispelled pretty quickly. 23 Savage's damage is being brought down, but they don't have the damage to kill him, I don't think. Nope. Turns his attention to Grims. Getting stunned, but really not dying. And DJ jumps forward, gets a little bit more. He's got the 250 attack speed. He knows what's up. He does die to Jamesy. But the GG's being called, and that does mean Fnatic are going to the major. Cignal, their hopes and dreams are not completely dashed.